Hi, we have Dr. Joe Astroth with us, who is the VP of Autodesk Learning and Education. Thank you for being with us here.
You're welcome.
So give us a sense of Autodesk's vision for education.
Sure. We're focused on capturing the passion and imagination of the next generation of engineers, architects, and digital artists around the world, working with students and educators to make this happen.
Mm-hmm. So how is Autodesk working with the academic community? Well,
one of the ways we're doing it, it's very exciting. In fact, this is a big week for us. We've built an online student and faculty community, which this week, on Monday, surpassed 1 million members.
Oh my gosh.
So here, students and faculty members are coming together. Students have access to downloading over 14 Autodesk products that they can use during their academic career. Faculty members can go up there and download curriculum materials. They can hold chat sessions with the students. Students can post their designs and get feedback from other students.
Wow, that's great.
The students have actually taken it and integrated it into Facebook and created their own fams around that. So we really see that portal as a way to drive the connection between the students, the faculty member, Autodesk, and actually even industry.
Wow, wow. So what are you hoping to achieve?
Well, we're hoping to achieve, we really want to drive innovation in engineering education. That's really where our passion is. It's not about trying to get our products just into the classroom to create little robots who know Inventor or AutoCAD or Revit. It's how can we work with the faculty members to really bring innovation into the classroom so that the students can come to grasp with the difficult concepts that they need to learn in architecture, engineering, or in the digital arts. So how do we use our technology to really get them to understand the concepts that they need to learn, and then also how do they really use the technology to solve problems. Engineering at the heart is about problem solving. We're helping the faculty members, the teachers starting down at secondary schools to turn out great problem solvers, because that's what engineers and architects and digital artists are really about.
Right. So what would you say is the most exciting part of your job right now? What are you enjoying the most?
Traveling around the world and working with students and faculty members, especially the students. We have what we call student experts, the students who we bring to the Autodesk campus and train them in our products and work with them and get them excited about being part of the Autodesk community. Then we send them back to the campuses where they work with the faculty members on campus and the other students to help the students learn our products and to be, some cases, teaching assistants. So working with the students and to see the energy and the passion and also the way that they learn today. It's dramatically different. This is the age.
Yeah, give me an example.
Well, I mean, this is the age of Twitter and instant messaging, and they want things delivered to them in e-learning rather. They don't read books, right? They read text messages, right? They read tweets, but they don't read books. So they want to read it online. They want to have access to the tools themselves and the training materials, and really self-teach themselves the software versus having an instructor up in the front of the room. They also want to get their hands on real meaty problems. They want to learn by doing. And that's, I think, something that's very healthy that I see a change. And we're partnering with many faculty members around the world who are re-engineering their curriculum to really have the students learn by doing. And that's where we come in.
That's great. Now, that is exciting. So what would you say is the age range of the students? What's been the youngest one that you're aware of?
Well, actually, we work all the way down in some cases at the primary school level.
See, that's what I was wondering.
Some of our sketching products, you see very young children down in even 3rd, 4th, 5th grade.
Really?
Middle school is where we really see the activity pick up, and we've partnered with a company or an organization called Project Lead the Way that works in the middle school and the high school level.
And is this worldwide?
This is just U.S. focused, and it's focused on what we call STEM education, science, technology, engineering, and math, to really capture the imagination and the passion of those very young students, to get them excited about math and engineering at that very early age.
That's great.
Before they even get to the college campus.
And what is your oldest? You know how old your oldest student is?
Well, that's interesting you ask that, because really we've come up with a concept that our responsibility is to really walk with our students from the first time they encounter our software to the day that they retire and, you know, put their feet up in Arizona or wherever. We call it the lifelong learning continuum. And that's where, when you start talking about students, it's hard to define who is a student. Is a student a 35-year-old individual who unfortunately just lost their job during this downturn and needs to retool themselves and learn a new trade, who then comes back to the, you know, to the VOTEC school or the community college or the college campus? Absolutely, they're one of our students, right? So they enter into the lifelong learning continuum at a different point versus the young students I've talked about in secondary or post-secondary school. But again, we want to walk with these students along that lifelong learning continuum and continue to be there to inspire them and to give them the tools and other materials, curriculum content and learning content that can help them become more and more proficient as they move through time.
So, out of curiosity, where is the, from the United States, where is the most remote place that you've gone to where you see these things?
Well, the most
being
remote
taught?
place, I'm going to get in trouble here because I was just up in Canada not too long ago, and if you know, my Canadian friends would say that's
not
U.S. centric.
Right.
But really, actually, you know, the internet is been the great. It's been one of the factors in the world, right, who have really made geography almost irrelevant, right? So when you talk about remote now, it's not sort of geographically remote. Where we're struggling with is not places that are, again, what we think is traditionally remote, is making sure and helping raise awareness of the importance of broadband connectivity, access to the internet, because that's really the remoteness now I would define is if you don't have access to the internet, then you're remote. You could be right outside of downtown Los Angeles, right? And if you're a school that's not hooked in to the World Wide Web, you're remote.
Suffering. You're going to be suffering. Well, great. It's so good to have you here, and thank you for taking the time to share with us.
Thank you.
And thank you for being here.